I mean, with all seriousness, can we just appreciate the good old highlight? A good old nasty highlight. Good old raw highlight. I know this is supposed to be a serious video, but I mean, take a moment. What's up, babies? My name is Demetria, and if you guys clicked on this video to watch, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys so much. Welcome to my channel. I'm so excited about this YouTube journey. Just a quick disclaimer, I'm gonna go on and put this out real quick. I had the bright idea to film later on during the day, so yeah, it's getting dark outside now, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to make this video as quick as possible, as quick as I possibly can, so y'all bear with me, okay? And I apologize that it's gonna be kind of speedy, but we got to go ahead and beat this sun before it goes down. So a girl got to do what a girl got to do. All right, so today's topic is going to be about, as you can see from the title of the video, 10 habits to becoming a better you in 2021. All right, so 10 habits. These tips are not really in any type of particular order. Kind of just went through and wrote them down. I will tell you guys, number one to me is the most important. It's not number one for any particular reason, but it just so happens to be number one, and it is the most important thing to me in my book. So just thought you guys should know. So let's go ahead and jump to the video. Tip number 10 is set goals and see them through. So this one is the obvious one, right? Probably the most obvious one on the list. Everyone knows that it's good and beneficial to set goals and see them through, right? But it's easier said than done. So, you know, this is 2021. We all know that last year was crazy. Last year was one for the books for sure, but it's a new year, so we're gonna let last year stay where last year is. So why not go ahead and take this time to establish some goals if you haven't already, and this time let's go ahead and try our best to see them through. So a lot of times where people fail with this step is they try to set a goal or a few goals for the entire year. You know, those are their overall goals to accomplish for the overall entire year, and a few months pass by, maybe 3 months pass by, maybe 6 months pass by, and if nothing has been accomplished, an individual tends to become discouraged and they start to just give up and just kind of forget about the goals that they set altogether in general. A way that I found to kind of combat this is to take it one step at a time. So instead of, you know, setting one goal or setting several goals and trying to knock them out as like an overall yearly goal, take it step by step, one step at a time. So for example, if you have a big goal, like for instance, you know, you want to, I don't know, maybe you want to purchase a car. You know what I'm saying? You want to purchase a car this year. You want to purchase a Mercedes-Benz, whatever it is. That's obviously my favorite car, my dream car, Mercedes, but whatever that may be for you. Instead of saying or telling yourself, well, I want to do this year, get a pen and paper, write your goals down, and break it up into months. So that could be each month. You can check in with yourself at the end of each month to see how much progress you've made. It could be at the end of 3 months, every 3 months, just whatever works for you. Go ahead and get a plan together, jot your thoughts down on a piece of paper, and at the end of each month, end of 3 months, like I said before, check in with yourself. Now, of course, on a monthly basis, on a daily basis for that matter, you're going to want to be doing things to contribute to your goals, because obviously if you're not doing anything, if you're staying still, those goals are not going to be accomplished no matter how many times you check in with yourself, right? So we want to make sure we're staying consistent with those goals. It's 2021, y'all. Whatever it is that y'all set y'all's mind to, whatever goal y'all had 5 years ago or way back when, this is the year, this is the time to do it. Stop procrastinating. That's an issue that so many of us have. Write your goals down, be specific, be intentional about your goal, break it down into segments, and each day do whatever it takes, one day at a time, to get closer to reaching that goal. So say if your goal was to maybe purchase a car by July of this year, right? So you're going to take small steps that's going to assist you in reaching that goal when July gets here, whether that be setting money aside, whether that be working on your credit, whatever the case may be. And then when July gets here, you can look back and reflect and see how all of the small steps you took really contributed to you being able to set your goal, work at your goal on a daily basis, and achieve that goal. Once you achieve that goal, if you have anything else you'd like to accomplish, do the same thing for those goals, and so on and so forth. So moving on, tip number 9, stop worrying about what other folks think about you. This was a big one for me. I had this real bad. I'm not going to sit right here and lie to y'all about it. I was the type of person to always worry about what others thought. Like, maybe I shouldn't do this because this person may think this. Maybe I shouldn't do this because that person may think this. Demetria 2.0 in 2021, I could care less. Because you know what? I had to come to terms and realize that this is my life. I was brought into this world alone. I'm going to leave this world alone. And at the end of the day, people talked about Jesus. So do you regardless, because guess what? Whether you are winning, whether you are losing, people are going to talk about you till the day you die. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We good? We good. Cool. Simple enough. Okay. Tip number 8 is to train your mind. Guys, this is so important. Oh my goodness, this is so important. I can't preach this enough. The way you think will determine, the way you think can determine if you're going to be rich in your future or if your future holds a life of poverty. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way you think is everything. A lot of people don't realize how powerful this is. And I've been getting into manifestation and being aligned spiritually, law of attraction, all of that good stuff. I've been in that heavy these last few months, but that's a topic for another video, and we can get into that on another video. We certainly definitely will get into that on a separate day. But mindset, guys, is so important that you make sure that you are consciously being intentional about controlling your thoughts. A lot of people don't realize that it is possible to control your thoughts. It's simple. I mean, yes, of course, we have negative thoughts throughout the day, but as soon as those negative thoughts get to creeping up on you and you feel like, so it could be something as small as this, right? You wake up in the morning, you get out the bed, and immediately your mind goes to a place that tells you that you're depressed. You know what? You have two choices. You can either go about your day, you can be depressed and listen to what your negative thoughts told you about how you should feel and how you should be for the rest of the day. Or you can tell yourself, you know what? I'm not depressed. And guess what? Even if you do feel like that, if you do truly feel like you are depressed, you can trick your mind to think otherwise. It may be hard and difficult in the beginning, but with practice, repetition, it gets easier. I promise you guys. So whenever you have a nasty negative thought to resurface, just like it came, you can quickly get rid of it in the same breath. So just always try to keep that in mind, guys. Always try to be conscious and aware of your thoughts and where your mind is going, the type of things that you allow your mind to process. So even the things that you watch on TV, even the type of music you listen to on the radio, all of these things are contributing on a daily basis without you even realizing it to the way that you think and your thought process in general. So just keep those things under control, keep things light. Try not to watch so much negativity and things on the news. I know with everything that's going on in the world right now, that's so much easier said than done, but just try to do the best that you can with that. Keep those things at bay in your mind. And just remember, so a man thinketh, so is he. All right. So tip number 7. Tip number 7 is keep your environment clean. And this goes without saying, right? An individual might say, well, that's common sense. Of course, you need to keep the spaces around you clean, right? That's common knowledge. Well, it turns out common sense is not so common in the world that we live in today, all right? So you would be surprised how much keeping your environment clean and the space around you clean, free of clutter, you will be surprised how that ties into even the last tip that I just discussed, mindset, keeping a positive mindset. When you're in a space that's cluttery and dirty and junky and stuffy, you can't think straight. 9 times out of 10, if you're in a space like that, you're not going to be feeling your best, right? You're not going to feel your best because the space around you doesn't look good. And I don't know about y'all, but anytime I'm in any type of clutter, if I'm going somewhere or if I'm surrounded by something that's out of my control and it's nasty or it's cluttery, I immediately close up. Like, I don't feel like doing anything. I can't be myself because, for one, it triggers anxiety. And for two, like, it can be very depressing. Cleanliness is to godliness. So making sure that your environment, your area around you stays clean and in tip-top shape at all times will help contribute to you feeling like the best version of yourself. You wake up in the morning, you feel refreshed, your space is clean, the air is light, and you can go on about your day, right? But compare that to waking up in the morning, you have clothes all on the floor, dishes in the sink. It's just a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? So keeping the space around you clean and tidy really helps for me personally. It helps me to feel like the day is already being started off productive. If I'm just waking up in the morning and I'm waking up to a clean house, I can get up, do my stretches, do my affirmations, meditate, and do whatever I need to do in a clean space, which is contributing to the positive mindset that I'm trying to have, right? So a clean space is everything. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Tip number 6 is to take care of your body. We're all guilty of not taking care of our bodies at some point, right? Whether that be stuffing our faces with junk food when we shouldn't be, overeating even the healthy food, because there is a such thing as overeating healthy food, just overeating, eating just to eat, eating maybe just for comfort. That was one that I myself was guilty of. One of my guilty pleasures still to this day is ice cream. And it's okay to eat ice cream. It's okay to eat whatever it is that you like to eat, but just do things in moderation. You know what I mean? It's not what you do, it's definitely how you do it. So keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, we are given one body, and if you take care of it, it will certainly take care of you. This could also apply in other areas of your life, of course. So drinking more water, working out, exercising. I've really been into trying the best that I can to be consistent with exercising at least 3 times a week. So I don't always meet my goal, but I always strive. I always definitely try. And if I don't meet my goal, then I will definitely bust my tail to try to meet that goal the following week, because I would like to improve myself. And the health of your body is something that everyone should always be conscious of. Like I said, if you take care of it, it's going to take care of you. Ultimately, obviously, if you're healthy, you putting good in, you're going to get good out. You're going to be able to do things. You may even be able to live longer. You know what I mean? You're eating the right foods and things like that. You have more energy on a daily basis to work towards those goals that we mentioned earlier. For every action, there's a reaction. For everything that you do, there's a consequence, whether it be good or bad. So if you're constantly eating bad things, putting bad things in your body, if you're never working out, if you're never making a conscious effort, how long do you think your body's going to work for you as the years go by? It's only a matter of time before you go to the doctor and the doctor's telling you something you don't want to hear health-wise. You know what I'm saying? So be conscious of that. Be aware of that. A lot of us think that we'll be forever young. I used to be one of them. So we like to think that we can pretty much just do whatever we want, especially when you were in your 20s. I know for me, I'm 27 years old, and for a long time in my early 20s, I didn't really think it was necessary to do certain things, which to a point, it really wasn't necessary. But I always told myself when I turned 35, I'm going to start doing my skincare this type of way. I'm going to start doing this type of way. I'm going to start working out. I'm going to start doing my little walks on a daily basis when I turn 35, right? Child, I get up out the bed some days and I ache now. So yeah, I definitely was aging a little bit sooner than I would like. So whenever I can, I just try to get those workouts in, y'all. I drink my water. I try to eat healthy as much as I can. I don't always eat healthy. I definitely have my days where I splurge, and that's good to treat yourself. You have to treat yourself occasionally. Nothing wrong with that. Just try not to make it an everyday thing where you're constantly eating fast foods and not working out, not doing anything that's going to be beneficial to your body. Like I said, you have one body. Take care of it. Cherish it. It's a gift. Treat it as such. Tip number 4 is to protect your peace. Baby, listen to me, and listen to me good. All right? Listen to me good now. Can you hear me? Come closer. Come a little closer. Protect your peace at all costs. All right? Protect your peace in 2021, baby. If you didn't do it before, now is the year to start. It's so easy for so many people, myself included, to hold on to grudges from people who've done you wrong in the past, that you've not forgiven. It's so easy to hold on to anger You know what I'm saying? It's so easy to just be mad. But when you get down to the root of it, it's not benefiting anybody but Satan. All right, that's what he likes. That's what he loves to see. It's not benefiting you. And at the end of the day, we've all been done wrong. We've all went through things. Maybe it was for you, something that your parents did to you or didn't do. Maybe it was your significant other or your ex-boyfriend, your siblings, your cousins, whoever it may have been. We've all been in a space where we felt like we've been entitled to apologies from individuals for things that they've done to us, for the way that they've hurt us, for the way that they've treated us. And maybe you are entitled to an apology, but guess what? Everybody's not going to have the same heart as you. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's not going to think the same way you do. And that's just what it is. That's just something that you have to learn to accept. That's what it's going to be. And it's always going to be that way. The only thing that you can control is you, yourself, your actions, and the way that you move forward from that hurt. So forgive those people that wronged you. Release that bad energy. Let it go and move on with your life. Live your life in 2021 and moving forward. The best way to deal with people who's hurt you in the past is to just simply let go and give it to God. Give it to God. Unfortunately, my camera died, and as y'all can see now, the sun has went down. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and just make this video into a 2-part video. So this video will be parts 5 through 10, and then on next Sunday I'll go ahead and upload the second video, which will have tips 1 through 5. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate y'all so much, and I'm looking forward to seeing y'all on next Sunday. Now, if anything I said today in this video resonated with any of you ladies, go ahead and put a comment down below. I want to hear about it. I want to hear about y'all's experiences, anything I said, anything that you guys could relate to. I want to hear about it. All right, go ahead and put that best foot forward in 2021. You got this. Remember to keep your eyes on the prize, and this is your year. The sky is the limit for you. I'm sending kisses and blessed wishes. Peace.